This is going to be perfect for a little I react video. Now, this headline has been said by a lot of people, not only in the comments here, but I've seen this in on X, Instagram. I've seen people and they're starting to say that Charles is a weak king. So, let's have the conversation. King Charles meeting with the two morons makes him look weak. Now, I want to start with a poll. We haven't started with a poll in a long time. Tell me, do you agree with that headline? One for yes, two for no. Do you agree that King Charles meeting with the two morons makes him look weak? One for yes, two for no. Meeting with King Charles effectively gave the idiot the win that he needed. Yeah, and that's why we read a piece just yesterday or the day before, and they were talking about how he's crying again. He's sad. What is it with this guy? His emotions are like a roller coaster, or is that what this is? Royal expert King Charles meeting Kinsey Schofield. Oh God, I didn't say it like that. I think that King Charles meeting with Prince Harry ultimately makes him look weak. Now, the actual statement, the actual idea of it, right? We say that out here in Megxit because this is the win that Harry wanted. We know Harry and his fake black wife, they got what they wanted. They got what they needed. I think it's needed more than wanted because now the board is reset. They can look like the relationship is good. Where did we see that? In People magazine just the other day? And now they can say everything. But unfortunately, as I've said on this show and I've gotten shit for, King Charles doesn't care about the people out here. And a lot of people, they told me shit about that when I said it. That was 2 years ago when I said that. Because you saw it, like you can see he doesn't care. He doesn't care about approval ratings. He doesn't care about what people say. He doesn't care. People were calling him narcissistic. Maybe that's what that is. He doesn't care about anything. And he just did it because it's his darling boy, his idiot son. Royal expert continued. The father may have wanted to protect his long-term legacy. No, what he wanted to protect was Harry's little white pill scandal. That's what he wanted. Because that story, I told Molly and Paula on the live. By the way, we're going to have a live today in about 5 hours at 2 p.m. If you're watching this later, sorry. If you missed the live, say hi. We're going to do, on the live, I said that it's really something where you can see that Charles saved his ass. That's what he did. And he did it on purpose. Okay, sorry, they always deliver my damn Amazon package when I'm filming. Kinsey says King Charles is likely trying to show he had done everything possible to repair the relationship with his youngest son. Why would King Charles have to show that? Now, I don't want to say anything about Kinsey Schofield. Even though I could. Why would King Charles why the showing is supposed to come from the other side? It's supposed to come from the idiot. The testicle is supposed to be, hey, let me go and say sorry in an interview. Let me acknowledge that I was a D word. I wanted to say it so bad. Rhymes with flick. Let me acknowledge that. Let me acknowledge that I stabbed my family in the back. No, that sentence actually, Kinsey, it should say the moron Harry is likely to show he had done everything possible, which he has not. We know that. And Harry's never going to apologize. And even the conversation of that, I've already tucked that away, the apology conversation, I've tucked it away with the divorce. Like, whenever people bring those things up, I'm like, yeah, okay, the divorce, whatever, the marriage, we don't care. And then now I'm there with that. The apology, yeah, okay. We already know the guy and his fake black wife, they have too much pride and they think that everyone wronged them. And that's real. That's seriously real. These people believe they were wronged. It's crazy, but okay. She goes on, I wonder if King Charles, legacy-wise, wants to be seen as the bigger person. I guess. No, because it's not that difficult to be the bigger person when the other person is a backstabbing, jealous, weasel little brother. But okay, I guess. I mean, I get what she's saying. She's saying the optics for people, normal people maybe, not us here in Megxit. I get what she's saying. Schofield alleged that Harry and Markle are never going to be, adding the king may have delivered, chosen the disagreements aside. Are never going to be what? Am I missing something? Some context here? Are never going to be back in the royal family fully? I mean, we could add this sentence right here. We could add a few things to that. Harry and Meghan, the two numbnuts, are never going to be back in the royal family fully. I mean, it seems like they're half out already. Harry and Meghan are never going to be the type of people that actually are what they claim to be with their charity and then their giving. Oh, no, they don't give. Excuse me. They give their time. I was going to say giving because that would mean money, but no. What do they always call it? Oh, we want a spotlight and we want to have a conversation. Yeah, because that's all you're good for. Adding the king may have deliberately chosen to put past disagreements aside. I've personally, and I put this on my ex profile, I personally believe that the story that the cardboard kids and his fake black wife met the king, I think that was simply to cover the little white pill scandal. I personally believe that. That's what I think. Now, the narrative that we've been fed, we could talk about that all day. They met, yada, yada, yada. All the biggest names are saying that the meeting happened. All the biggest names. It's really the people here on YouTube that are saying that it didn't. And I don't feel that it did. That's just me. You know, a bunch of people probably going to get angry at that, but that's me. However, the expert argued meeting have benefited Meghan and Harry more than King Charles. Well, it already has. It's kind of funny how all this crap happened after the meeting. The Emmy and then Harry at this stupid red carpet, all the character pieces, you see everything happening. But okay. And even worse, why do they do this? Because they know they can. And they know that nothing is actually going to happen when these people bring back the backstabber, the traitor. Effectively giving Harry what he needed. Yes, needed, not wanted. Harry needed it. He was so down in the dumps, and then especially with the white pill scandal, losing the security, losing to the Daily Mail, all of it. It all came tumbling down, and then Charles just put the roof on him. He put the roof to protect him. His darling idiot boy. Prison's Queen Camilla's wife. Friday, Highgrove. Didn't happen. Grandchildren, Palace Source described the meeting as a private family occasion. Yes, a private family occasion that we now know everything about. Said no pictures or further details, which is absolutely not true. Okay, well, we read it. As far as it goes for the weakness thing, you really can't say that because the weakness is the weakness as a king. This is about being a grandfather. And we're speaking right now from the mainstream narrative that this actually happened. So I think that it's very easy to see here when you want to call him weak. Yeah, because if this happened, if it really did, then you can understand it's a grandfather, it's a family thing. You know, I mean, I have kids. My mom is a grandmother. I understand the whole thing. So really you can see it, but you have to put it in the grandfather angle. If you put it from the king angle, then shit, yeah, he looks very weak. When you look at it from the king angle, from everything that has happened, all the things Harry did, all the things that they've said, and especially the things that they've said towards the country, you know, I feel like with these two people, they just believe that they can say whatever they want and do whatever they want because nothing's going to happen to them. And I think that this showed it. The way that everything was coming down on Harry and Charles just went boop and nothing came down. The white pill scandal is over. No one's talking about it.